What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is the King and I Life podcast, hosted by myself, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother, Son Soul X, in his joint. Check it out. Hit us up, www.kingandilife.com, for all our podcast info. Subscribe to whatever podcast platform that you choose. Also, hit us up, KINGANDEYE369@gmail.com. Email us your suggestions, your feedback, and all that good stuff. Tune in to us live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, Wednesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we are all over all those social media platforms. Stay tuned for the good stuff. Yeah, we out. What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the King and I Life podcast. It's your boy, Soul Toucher the Poet, and my brother,
Son Soul X.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back as always. You know what to do. You know where to find us. Of course, it was in the intro. So, man, it's been a hell of a couple of weeks. So we're gonna talk about, can you outgrow your circle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is an off the cuff conversation. I mean, life is happening. We're observing things. And life is for me, observing people and my interactions with people is really making me say, you know, I keep my circle small already, but it's like, as small as my circle is, it's like I gotta push people out. Just gotta push them out.
Yeah. I heard Steve Harvey say the other day that even loyalty has an expiration date.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big Steve Harvey thing.
Right.
Truth is truth. That was some real shit he said just then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in full agreement with that. While we sometimes always stay loyal to our family and our friends and people within our circles, sometimes that loyalty on our part is going way beyond where it should have gone.
Yeah, I feel you.
So the thing about it is, when you find yourself being more loyal to the person than they are to you, and you see that their loyalty is no longer there with you, you kind of find yourself trying to find a slippery slope, because you're going off of past loyalty, right? What they did in the past that shows their loyalty to you, but their present loyalty is not there on that level anymore. So you can't go by past strengths anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Update your damn loyalty, as they say. You check your circle and make sure everybody that's in your circle is still present and counted for, as they say.
Yeah, and oddly enough, I've been looking at the legitimacy of people's loyalty, because oftentimes we find ourselves dealing with people who are loyal in your face, and it could be for a good amount of time, and then out the blue they switch up, and it's like, where did this come from? Like, what's really going on? And not only with loyalty, it also goes with people's morals. And I know a lot of people have talked about Kevin Samuels, this, that, and the other, and everybody has their opinion. Um, but when I look at his passing and the comments, some of the weird, nasty comments that people say, like they glad he's dead and this, that, and the other, and he this and he that. Some of the people that I looked at as in my circle, I look at them differently now because it's like, you know, for a lot of people, the majority of people that I'm referring to, they have no direct contact or link to this man.
Right.
And their nastiness about him, it just makes me think, like, where did this come from in you? And it's like if someone close to them passed and they was people were talking about that person like that, they wouldn't like that. So for them easily to, spit on this man's name like that, I just look at that and I can't have them type of people in my circle. I just can't. They're toxic. I mean, that's just, I don't know. Those are the type of people that if they're gonna do that when it comes to him, I wonder what would happen if I was in those shoes.
All right, sorry about that. Technical difficulty. Yeah, man. I like when you talked about it the other day when I found out about it the day after you found about it the day up, and I hit you with it, and you're telling me, yeah, you didn't know, and I'm like, no. Um, Part of me, again, hearing this podcast game or these podcast streets, Kevin Singh was someone that I looked up to because he was a brother doing this thing.
Right.
Not saying that I agree with everything the man said, but you got to give credit where credit is due.
Right.
But I mean, you also had a conversation about some of the comments that people were making publicly about this man, and I'm like, that's some crazy stuff right there. So I'm kind of like, you on that. How do you fix your mouth to spit on a man's grave? Like a man's not even here to defend himself. And again, I get people don't particularly like his view on certain subjects and certain ways that other individuals may have that he spoke on. But at the end of the day, this man was just a man, and he had the right to his own opinion. So when I hear people, tossing dirt or, again, bad mouthing this man, I definitely don't. I can't agree with that. I can't stand with that. Again, it's one thing to say I disagree with him. I don't share his views, but call this man outside of his name or he this and he that. I'm like that's some really immature ass shit, right?
Yeah. It is. It is. But again, that goes to, it's people like that I can't have in my circle. And just overall looking at how people are moving these days. when we look at outgrowing our circle, of course we look in the mirror and look at ourselves and what we're doing, where we fall short at, and what our strengths are. Um, the other thing that I have a problem with when it comes to this is, for me, I'm not perfect and I'm not striving to be perfect. I'm just out here trying to be the best I can each and every day. But I know that in my lifetime, I've grown a lot over shit the last 30 years. Um, you know, and I know a lot of people who have not grown as much as they should have. And, what bothers me about some of these people is I don't know if they're jealous about another person's growth, but it comes off that way. And, you know, you got people who want to keep you back where you were when you were not growing, where you didn't know, where you were immature, where you just didn't have the tools, the mindset to where you should have been then, but over the years you got them. And it's like, for me, I don't understand why people try to drag you back to that point other than they haven't grown.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that. With people trying to keep you in the same position you were, maybe a few years back or maybe a decade ago, who knows. One thing I spiked up on doing when it comes down to that is going to visit some of my older friends that we used to be tight, but we aren't that tight anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I came to that realization that we've just grown in separate directions. Not saying that I'm above them or they're above me or anything along that line. It's just when I see some of my older friends still doing the same stuff we were doing back in the day now, it really makes me awaken to the fact that we are on two different wavelengths. Our mind frames are nowhere near the same. I don't know. I just there's certain things I slowly let go of, as time passed. I think I haven't taken a drink of alcohol. I probably seen like 6 or 7 months. Somewhere in that neighborhood. And that was just something, for me mentally, I felt like I don't. It's not like I was a big drinker in the first place, but
Right.
like you don't even drink that often anyway, so I'm not go ahead and let it go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I have nothing against anyone who drinks food and itself. But my mind frame is I'm not on that run anymore. So when my associates and my friends start breaking out, beer, I might hang out for a little while, then don't. I just feel like I have other things that I need to be doing. No shots at them. I'm not trying to put them down anytime shape and fashion. Like, I'm not there anymore.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, when people, like you were saying, make comments, unflattering of someone who's passed, it do make me look at them different. Like, how can you hold a grudge from somebody you never met before?
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all are best damn chums. Y'all ran in the same circle.
Right, right.
This person owes you something, some kind of way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when it comes to that though, um, it's this social media era where everybody has something to say. And, I know people probably say, well, y'all got a podcast and y'all say this and y'all say that. Yeah, we do, but we speak our truth, but it's not we don't speak in a way to, you know, insult anybody purposely. Um, because it takes an amount of growth to be able to talk about things um in a neutral way to where it's not, we give our opinions and it's not meant to attack anybody. Also we talk about our experiences, and anybody that's listened to us long enough know that we've talked about our shortcomings in life and this, that, and the other. um what bothers me about people is that, you know I don't care to understand, but I don't understand why they give up on growth, and they mask it with good words. And it's like, you know if you are not in a particular place at a certain age or whatever the case may be, for me, I'm looking at you like, what have you been doing all your life? Because, you know a lot of the people that are in our circle is either a few years shy of 50 or a few years past 50.
Right.
And, I know I have not done everything to reach my highest potential, but I have grown. But I know people who are younger than me, older than me, same age as me, who seem to be growing backwards or just stuck somewhere. And it's like, how are you stuck? And you have so much to say about so much and so many people. And it's like, I'm not understanding, you know, I don't understand that dynamic with some people. I just don't.
No, I don't get. Um, you know, when people go to getting rid of their friends or changing their environment, I find that for the most part is because they're changing.
Mm-hmm.
But on the flip side of that, it's because the people around them are changing and they don't want to change.
Yeah,
So
that.
it's kind of, it's kind of like how we used to like going out to the club and partying it up and
Yeah.
doing all that wildness. And then we got to a certain age where we felt like it wasn't even needed anymore. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can't even tell you the last time, for a club.
Right.
But um, again, I still have some associates of mine who still do that. Still go out clubbing and drinking and smoking and doing that young stuff. I know what
Oh
I'm saying.
man.
Oh, that old. It's just my priorities have changed.
Yeah.
I got other shit I can be doing than doing that. And again, if that's where you at, then cool, do your thing. No judgment from me. It's just being on two different paths.
Yeah. When it comes to stuff like that, like, shit, when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I could drink with the best of them. No, let me rephrase that. I would drink with the best of them. I still can drink with the best of them, but I just don't do it that much anymore. Um, like I'll probably have maybe two, three, maybe four drinks a week. And that's not even to get drunk or anything like that. Um, Shit. Only time I might get drunk is my birthday or something like that, or every blue moon. But I mean, I know jokers who get drunk every week, once or twice a week, and I sit back and be like, that's like Groundhog Day. Like, oh, I I can't be around that because it's like, to me that's boring. Like, what are you doing? Like, where's the excitement in that? I mean, no knock against anybody to do that, because if that's your flavor, that's your flavor. Just like people who smoke cigarettes all the time, smoke weed all the time. If that's your flavor, that's your flavor. But then, I look at it like this. In some areas of your life, because you're doing these certain things, you cannot grow. Um, you can't acquire any knowledge getting drunk and high and all the time. Um, you cannot grow physically and mentally getting drunk and high all the time. You can't grow financially getting drunk and high all the time. Um, your health doesn't get better for sure. So I mean, you know, as much as sometimes I feel like an outcast and shit like that, it's like I'm just not meant to fit into that lifestyle. I'm past that. Um, so most of the time I spend my, if I most of the time I'm rolling solo, because hey, if I want to go out and have a drink, I'm gonna go have like one or two drinks, get me some food, come back to the crib and chill. I can't do stuff that stunts my growth. And it's like I'm still out here looking for, the next adventure job wise. And if I'm out here getting drunk and high, I can't do that. I can't grow if I'm doing that.
I mean, one thing, like at my height of drinking, I might have one beer per night.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I had to stop doing it was I found myself having a dependency on that one beer.
Really?
Because if I drink, I'm going to motherfucker sleep.
Oh man.
I promise you, I am going flat to sleep.
You're a sleepy drinker.
Yeah. And it's like, because my job back then was so stressful and shit, I'm like, well, let me beer. I know that'll knock me out for sure. And then one day I just got to a point where like, you know what, you were really doing a real dependency on this shit.
Wow.
So I had to stop drinking, even though my job was still fucking stressful and shit. So I had to back up off it. But again, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a drink here and there. I can't get the last time I got drunk. I think the last time I tried to get drunk was my sister's birthday, and that was probably about 19 years ago.
Wow.
And I was going out of my way to get drunk, and I still couldn't get drunk.
Oh, damn.
Like, what the fuck?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last time I got drunk. Or attempted to get drunk. You know, people nowadays, they change so rapidly from what they used to be. And I don't know if that's, again, this social media shit that the world has, pretty much grown to love and take into their lives every day, or what the fuck it is. It used to be when you knew someone, you knew them constantly. Like they never changed up their flow. Like
Right.
that was just the base of them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's no longer like that.
Yeah. People are funny acting. Funny acting. They expect loyalty, but they don't give it. Um, I've experienced that a few times within the last year, where you know I'm thinking one thing about a friendship or a situation, but it's actually something different, and it's funny how it rears its head. Um, because somebody had came to me one time and said, such and such said you said this, that, and the other. And I was like, who? Who said that? I ain't gonna say no names. What the hell you mean you ain't gonna say no names? I mean, like, if somebody said I said something about you and me and you supposed to be cool, who you protecting? Like, who's your friend? Me or them? You like who where's the loyalty at in what you're telling me? Because, you know, 9 times out of 10, when somebody tell me something, I keep that close to the vest. Or if I do tell somebody, I'm gonna tell somebody who is totally detached from the entire situation. So it's not gonna get back. So it's like I don't get how people define loyalty. I don't understand how they move in and out of loyalty. I don't understand how people call you friend and brother, sister, and this, that, and the other. I don't get it. Um, and then how you was talking about dependency on that one beer. Um, I know I've grown up when it comes to that, because I have literally been in situations to where I tried to force myself to be dependent on alcohol. I was never an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
I just find myself trying to understand why people feel like they need so much alcohol to get through stuff. I ain't talking about the one beer you talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about the people who say, I need to drink so I won't think about this. I need to drink so, this won't bother me. I need to smoke so I can get through the day. And I found myself trying to literally understand that. And it's like, I don't even like alcohol like that to do that, you know?
Right.
And I know that it happens over time. It is a gradual thing, but it's like I can't find myself, I can't even see myself drinking to the point to where I physically, mentally, and emotionally get dependent on it. Um, like I said, I can drink with the best of them, and I used to drink with the best of them. Like I used to be able to drink a fifth of Paul Masson or whatever, and it would be nothing to me. I would drink it, get drunk, go to hell asleep, wake up in the next morning and function like I didn't drink a damn thing, but I would still be feeling it. But
Right.
I still got to the point where it was like, yo, this is too much. I can't. Mm-mm. I can't. Cause I don't know about you, but those of us who have had them drinks like that, we always wake up the next day and say, God, if you get me through this, I'll never drink again. You know, and then I guess with growth, you get tired of going through that. But then I just know people who just skate through it like it ain't nothing. And I'll be looking at them like, yo, when are you going to grow out of that? You know, just when? When?
Um, sorry, that was funny. The thing about some people that I notice that have a secret love affair with alcohol, meaning they're functioning alcoholics,
Mm-hmm.
is they really cannot function without it. And I'm like, how the hell do you function knowing that, you got that amount of alcohol in your system where you basically are a functioning alcoholic? You drunk, but you get shit done. I don't see how it works, but some people make it